Have you ever noticed that when you wake up after a good night's sleep, your body feels lighter, your mind clearer, and even your movements smoother? That's because something extraordinary happens while you sleep. Your body enters a silent workshop, a time of repair, regeneration, and rebuilding. Every cell, every muscle fiber, every system within you begins to heal. But here's the catch: this process depends entirely on what you've given your body before it drifts into rest. Most people underestimate the power of nighttime recovery. They think the real work happens when they're awake, when they're lifting weights, walking, or doing daily tasks. But the truth is, muscle growth doesn't happen while you're moving. It happens after the movement stops. The gym tears the muscle, but sleep rebuilds it. The secret isn't in how hard you work during the day, it's in how well you recover at night. And this recovery isn't automatic, it's fueled by nutrients, specific vitamins and minerals that tell your body it's time to repair. Without them, even the best diet or exercise routine can fall short. Think about it like this: your muscles are like a construction site. During the day, you create the blueprint and set the foundation through physical effort. But when night comes, your body sends in the workers, the vitamins, the hormones, the growth factors to rebuild what's been worn down.
Yeah.
If those workers show up empty-handed, the project doesn't move forward. What's fascinating is that as we age, this process slows down, not because our body forgets how to heal, but because it runs short of the resources it once had in abundance. The hormones decline, the nutrient absorption weakens, and the nightly repair slows to a crawl. But studies have shown this decline isn't permanent. When you replenish the right nutrients, especially before sleep, you reactivate those same biological repair systems that worked effortlessly in your youth. That means someone who's 70, 80, even 90 can still rebuild muscle tissue naturally. So why night? Because nighttime is when your body stops focusing on surviving and starts focusing on healing. Your heart rate slows, your blood pressure drops, and your body redirects energy from movement to maintenance. During deep sleep, growth hormone spikes, protein synthesis begins, and damaged muscle fibers are repaired or replaced. If you provide your body with the correct vitamins during this window, you're not just sleeping, you're training your body to stay strong, resilient, and alive. And that's why this message is so important. Because strength isn't something you lose with age, it's something you rebuild every single night if you know how to feed that process. The key is understanding that your muscles don't need just exercise, they need timing, nutrition, and rest. These three elements form the foundation of lifelong vitality. So when you think of health from now on, think beyond the workout. Think beyond the morning routine. Real strength is born in the dark while you sleep. Let's talk about the first key player in this nighttime rebuilding process: vitamin D. Most people associate it with sunlight and bone health. Few realize how deeply it influences muscle growth and recovery. Vitamin D acts more like a hormone than a typical vitamin. It sends messages throughout your body, telling your muscles when to repair, how to strengthen, and even how to coordinate movement. Without enough of it, your body's entire repair system operates at half power. Now, here's the problem: as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at converting sunlight into vitamin D, and many people spend most of their time indoors. The result: a quiet deficiency that weakens muscle strength, slows healing, and saps energy. But when vitamin D levels are restored, especially taken in the evening, paired with a little healthy fat, it helps activate the genes responsible for muscle rebuilding. It's as if your body suddenly remembers how to grow strong again. Research in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology found that older adults with optimal vitamin D levels had significantly better balance, stronger grip, and improved mobility compared to those who were deficient. That's because vitamin D supports calcium absorption and muscle contraction, ensuring every fiber works smoothly and efficiently. And here's where the nighttime connection becomes powerful. Your body uses vitamin D differently during rest. It pairs with hormones like melatonin and growth hormone to enhance the repair cycle. When your body enters deep sleep, vitamin D signals muscle cells to absorb amino acids and begin protein synthesis. That's the very process that rebuilds what was broken down during the day. Think of it like this: taking vitamin D in the evening is like turning on a construction light in your body's nighttime repair shop. Without it, your cells are working in the dark, guessing where to rebuild. With it, they know exactly where to go and what to fix. Even at 70, 80, or 90, this process still works. Your body doesn't lose the ability to build muscle. It just loses the signal to start. Vitamin D restores that signal. It reminds your cells that strength isn't a memory from youth. It's a message that can be sent again every single night. So the next time you see the sun, remember, It's not just light, it's a life signal your body craves. But when the sun sets, a small dose of vitamin D can continue that message into the night, helping your body rebuild while you rest. Because real strength doesn't just come from movement, it comes from the quiet power of recovery guided by one simple nutrient that never stops working for you. Now, let's talk about the quiet hero that works behind the scenes every single night, magnesium. Most people don't realize how essential this mineral is until their body starts sending out little warning signs. Restless legs, muscle cramps, poor sleep, anxiety, or that deep, unshakable fatigue. These aren't random issues, they're often your body's way of whispering, I'm running low on magnesium. Magnesium is one of the most powerful natural relaxants known to science. It calms your muscles, soothes your nerves, and helps your brain switch from stress mode to rest mode. Think of it as the body's off switch. Without enough magnesium, you can go to bed tired, but never truly rest. Your body might lie still, but inside, your muscles are tense, your nerves are firing, and your recovery is stalled. Here's what makes magnesium so special. It doesn't just help you sleep. It helps you heal while you sleep. During the night, your muscles rely on magnesium to reduce inflammation and restore normal tone. It also plays a key role in the production of ATP, your body's energy molecule. Without ATP, your muscles can't repair or grow, no matter how much protein you eat. Magnesium is the spark that keeps that rebuilding process alive. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that magnesium supplementation improved sleep quality, reduced cortisol levels, and even enhanced muscle performance in older adults. That's huge because sleep and strength are deeply connected. When you sleep better, you recover better. When you recover better, you stay stronger for longer. Here's a simple image to remember. Magnesium is like oil in a machine. You can have all the parts, vitamins, protein, exercise, but if the oil runs dry, the system grinds. Add magnesium back in, and suddenly everything moves smoothly again. Timing is everything here. Taking magnesium about 30 minutes before bed gives it time to relax your nervous system and prepare your muscles for deep rest. You can think of it as signaling to your body, the repair shop is now open. During the night, magnesium enhances the production of growth hormone and supports the enzymes that build and maintain muscle fibers. Even more fascinating is how magnesium and stress play opposite roles. When you're stressed, your body burns through magnesium faster, and when you run low on magnesium, your stress increases. It's a vicious cycle. But when you restore it, the cycle reverses, stress lowers, sleep deepens, and recovery accelerates. That's why I often tell my patients this: if you're not sleeping well, you're not healing well. And if you're not healing, your muscles can't rebuild no matter your age. Magnesium gives your body the calm it needs to start that healing process. So before bed, instead of reaching for your phone or worrying about tomorrow, give your body what it truly craves: a dose of calm, a dose of magnesium, because every strong day begins with a peaceful night. Now let's move to one of the most underestimated nutrients when it comes to muscle recovery: vitamin C. Most people think of it only as the vitamin you take when you feel a cold coming on, but its true power goes far beyond immunity. Vitamin C is the foundation of your body's repair system. It's the architect that designs and rebuilds the scaffolding holding your muscles, tendons, and connective tissues together. Without it, your body can't properly heal the micro tears that form in muscle fibers every day. Imagine your muscles as buildings. When you move, lift, or even walk up a flight of stairs, those buildings experience tiny cracks, natural wear and tear. Vitamin C is like the construction engineer that shows up every night with blueprints and fresh materials, making sure everything is reinforced, stronger, and more flexible than before. Without enough of it, those cracks stay unsealed, and over time, your structure weakens. Here's where it gets really interesting. Vitamin C fuels collagen production, the protein that keeps your muscles firm and your joints resilient. Collagen is what gives strength and elasticity to your body's framework. During the night, when your body shifts into repair mode, vitamin C activates enzymes that weave collagen fibers together, restoring what daily activity has broken down. That's why people with consistent vitamin C intake often notice not just stronger muscles, also better joint comfort and smoother recovery after physical effort. But vitamin C doesn't stop there. It's also a potent antioxidant, fighting off the oxidative stress that builds up during the day. Every time you exercise, your body generates free radicals, tiny unstable molecules that can damage muscle cells. Vitamin C neutralizes them, protecting your tissues so the rebuilding process can continue smoothly. It's like having a cleanup crew working alongside your repair team, keeping the environment clean so healing can happen efficiently. And here's the beautiful part, taking vitamin C at night aligns perfectly with your body's natural rhythm. During deep sleep, when growth hormone and collagen synthesis are at their peak, vitamin C steps in to support these processes. It's the perfect timing. You're giving your body the tools it needs exactly when it's doing the work. There's also a psychological effect that comes with vitamin C. Studies have linked higher vitamin C levels to reduced stress and better sleep quality, likely because it helps lower cortisol, the body's stress hormone. So not only are you repairing your muscles at night, but you're also calming your mind, setting the stage for deeper rest and stronger recovery. Even at 80 or 90, this process still holds true. Your body doesn't lose the blueprint for repair, it just needs the materials. Vitamin C provides those materials, ensuring that every night becomes a session of renewal. So, before bed, a small dose of vitamin C, perhaps from a supplement or even something simple like a kiwi, an orange, or a handful of berries, can give your body what it's waiting for: the strength to rebuild, the resilience to heal, and the vitality to wake up stronger than the night before. Because sometimes the simplest nutrients hold the most powerful secrets. Now let's talk about one of the most energizing and overlooked nutrients of all, vitamin B12. This vitamin isn't just about energy in the way we think of caffeine or sugar. No, B12 fuels energy at the cellular level. It powers the machinery inside every muscle cell, allowing your body to rebuild and recharge while you sleep. Without it, your recovery slows down, your energy drains, and your strength gradually fades away, no matter how well you eat or exercise. Vitamin B12 is like the electrician of your body. It keeps the wiring between your brain, nerves, and muscles connected and functioning smoothly. Every time your muscles contract, tiny electrical signals travel through your nerves. B12 helps keep those signals clear and strong. When levels drop, those connections weaken, leading to fatigue, slower reflexes, and sometimes that frustrating feeling of weakness even when you haven't done much. What makes B12 especially powerful at night is how it supports cellular regeneration. While you're asleep, your body is busy repairing DNA, building new cells, and replacing damaged ones. B12 is a crucial part of this process. It helps create red blood cells which carry oxygen to your muscles, giving them the fuel they need to heal and grow. If your red blood cell count is low, your muscles are essentially starving for oxygen and your recovery stalls. But with enough B12, your cells get fully oxygenated, allowing them to repair deeply and efficiently. Here's something fascinating: as we age, our ability to absorb B12 from food declines sharply. The stomach produces less acid, and the absorption factor known as intrinsic factor becomes less active. That's why even people who eat well can still be deficient without realizing it. It's one of the silent reasons many older adults experience fatigue, brain fog, or unexplained muscle weakness. The good news: restoring B12 levels often reverses these symptoms faster than most expect. Taking B12 at night can be especially beneficial because it works synergistically with your body's natural repair cycle. Sleep, your brain and nervous system detoxify and reset. B12 supports this by maintaining the myelin sheath, the protective coating around nerves, ensuring smooth communication between your muscles and brain. It's what keeps your coordination sharp, your reflexes fast, and your strength steady, even as the years go by. I often compare vitamin B12 to the ignition key in a car. You can have all the parts in perfect condition, the engine, the fuel, but without that key, the engine won't start. In the same way, you can have protein, magnesium, and vitamin D ready to rebuild your body, but without B12, the system doesn't turn on. It's the spark that starts the healing process, and when you combine B12 with the other nutrients we've discussed, vitamin D, magnesium, and vitamin C, you create a perfect synergy. Vitamin D strengthens, magnesium relaxes, vitamin C rebuilds, and B12 recharges. Together, they turn your sleep into a powerful recovery session that renews your body from the inside out. So, if you often wake up tired, weak, foggy, even after a full night's sleep, your body might not be resting, it might be waiting for the fuel it needs to rebuild. A small, consistent dose of vitamin B12 before bed can change that, because energy isn't something you chase in the morning, it's something you build at night. Here's where things get truly fascinating: the idea that when you take your nutrients can be just as important as what you take. This is called nutrient timing, and it's one of the most overlooked secrets of health and longevity. Most people focus on diet and supplements during the day, vitamins with breakfast, protein shakes after workouts, but the real magic often happens at night during your body's natural repair cycle. Think of your body as a construction site. During the day, It's busy with movement, lifting, walking, thinking, digesting, surviving. Workers are on the job, but the noise and activity make deep repairs nearly impossible. Then, at night, the lights dim, the world quiets, and the repair crew comes in. That's when your body shifts focus from doing to healing. This is when nutrient timing becomes powerful. If you feed your body the right vitamins before bed, you're essentially stocking the construction site with fresh materials before the workers arrive. Vitamin D signals muscle-building genes, magnesium relaxes and prepares tissue, vitamin C fuels collagen repair, and vitamin B12 energizes your cells for the next day. Together, these nutrients turn your nighttime hours into an active rebuilding phase. But if you skip them, your body's repair team shows up to an empty workbench. Science has shown that nutrient absorption, hormone release, and cell repair all follow your body's natural circadian rhythm. This rhythm doesn't just dictate when you feel sleepy, it controls when your body is best at absorbing, storing, and using nutrients. At night, your digestive system slows down, your cells become more efficient at repairing themselves. That's why giving your body vitamins in the evening allows those nutrients to go straight to work where they're needed most, inside your muscles, tissues, and nerves. You might have heard that taking vitamins at night isn't necessary, but that advice misses an important point. Vitamins don't just support energy during the day, they restore the foundation of that energy at night. It's like charging a battery. You don't charge it while you're using it, you charge it when it's resting. That's exactly what your body is doing while you sleep, refilling, rebuilding, renewing. This rhythm of timing becomes even more critical as we age. The older we get, the slower our internal clock becomes at triggering repair. But by syncing our vitamin intake with the body's natural nighttime healing cycle, we can boost that process almost as if we're reminding the body it's time to rebuild. So if you've ever wondered why you still feel worn down even after eating right and exercising, consider this. Maybe it's not what you're eating, but when you're nourishing yourself. Your muscles don't need all their support during the day. They need it when you're asleep. That's when growth hormone peaks, inflammation drops, and cellular repair begins. Nutrient timing is the bridge between effort and recovery. It's what turns a good diet into a healing one, and a normal night's rest into a night of transformation. When you align your nutrition with your body's natural rhythm, you stop fighting biology and start working with it. And that's when the real rebuilding begins. Now let's talk about something truly inspiring, the fact that it's never too late to rebuild muscle. You can be 70, 80, even 90 years old and still grow stronger, more capable, and more resilient than you were a decade ago. The body has an incredible memory for healing. It just needs the right conditions to awaken that ability again. Age doesn't erase your body's potential, it only quiets it. And with the right nutrients, rest, and rhythm, you can turn that potential back on. Most people believe muscle loss with age, what doctors call sarcopenia, is inevitable. But that's not entirely true. It's not that your body can't build muscle anymore, it's that your body stops getting the right signals to do so. When you were young, your hormones, nutrients, and sleep cycles all worked perfectly together. Your body constantly renewed itself. But as the years pass, stress, nutrient deficiencies, and irregular sleep patterns interrupt that delicate balance. The construction crew that once worked overnight to rebuild, you start showing up late or sometimes not at all. Yet here's the exciting truth. Studies show that even in people in their 80s and 90s, muscles can still grow, sometimes dramatically, when the body is properly nourished and supported. One study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults who improved their vitamin D and magnesium levels combined with light resistance activity gained strength comparable to people decades younger. It's proof that the body never truly gives up its ability to adapt. This means your muscles are not gone, they're simply waiting for a signal to wake up. Every time you move, every time you nourish your body before bed, you send that signal. And those 4 vitamins, D, magnesium C, and B12 are like flipping the switches that turn the lights back on in your body's repair system. Vitamin D reactivates muscle-building genes. Magnesium allows your body to enter the deep rest where growth hormone surges. Vitamin C rebuilds the collagen scaffolding that holds muscles in place. And B12 recharges your cells, giving your body the fuel to rebuild. You don't need heavy weights or strict routines. You need consistency, rest, and the right nourishment. The body you have today isn't stuck, it's constantly renewing itself. Every 90 days, almost every cell in your body is replaced. That means 3 months from now, your body could literally be stronger, more energetic, and more capable than it is today. And if you're thinking, I'm too old for that, remember this, your body doesn't know your age, it only knows your environment. Feed it strength, and it becomes strong. Feed it rest, and it begins to heal. Feed it nutrients and it remembers how to rebuild. It's never about reversing time. It's about reviving function. You can't turn 80 into 40. You can absolutely turn weak into strong, slow into steady, and tired into alive. The human body is the most adaptable machine on earth. It never stops learning how to survive. All it needs is the right message. And the best time to send that message: at night when your body is quiet, your mind is still, and your cells are ready to begin again. Because aging isn't the loss of strength, it's the loss of communication. Once you restore that connection between your nutrition, your rest, and your recovery, your body starts to remember what it's always known how to heal, how to rebuild, and how to stay strong at any age. Now let's uncover one of the biggest reasons why so many people struggle to feel results even when they're doing everything right. It's not always about what you're taking. It's about the mistakes you make when taking it. And when it comes to vitamins, timing, combination, and absorption can make the difference between real results and wasted effort. Let's start with a simple truth: not all vitamins work well together, and not all of them are absorbed properly if taken the wrong way. For example, many people take all their supplements in the morning on an empty stomach. They swallow a handful of pills with water and then wonder why they feel nauseous or why nothing changes. The body doesn't work like that. Vitamins are not meant to be dumped in all at once. They're meant to support your natural cycles. Take vitamin D, for instance. It's a fat-soluble vitamin, which means it needs healthy fat to be absorbed. If you take it on an empty stomach or with black coffee, your body barely absorbs it. Take it in the evening with a small snack containing fat, like a few almonds or a spoon of yogurt, and absorption skyrockets. Then there's magnesium. Some people take it right after breakfast or with multivitamins that contain calcium. The problem? Calcium competes with magnesium for absorption. You can end up absorbing less of both. That's why magnesium works best when taken separately, ideally before bed, when its relaxing effects can calm your nervous system and prepare you for deep rest. Vitamin C has its own rhythm, too. It's water soluble, so your body doesn't store it. It uses what it needs and flushes out the rest. Taking one massive dose during the day doesn't do much good. A smaller dose in the evening, however, works in harmony with your body's repair process, helping rebuild collagen and protect your tissues during sleep. And then there's vitamin B112, the energizer. Some people take it in the morning, which can help with alertness, but for those struggling with fatigue or nerve weakness, taking it before bed can actually improve sleep quality and nighttime regeneration. Supports the brain and nervous system as they reset overnight. Another mistake people make is assuming more is better. They double or triple doses, thinking it'll speed up results. But the truth is, the body has limits. It can only absorb so much at a time. Excess just passes through, or worse, creates imbalance. The goal isn't to overload the system, it's to sync with it, to give your body just what it needs when it needs it. And one of the most silent mistakes, ignoring absorption entirely. You can take the best vitamins in the world. If your gut is inflamed or your digestion is weak, very little gets through. That's why it's important to pair vitamins with simple habits: hydration, fiber, probiotics, and quality sleep, all of which keep your digestive system functioning like a well-tuned engine. So if you've ever felt like your vitamins aren't working, it's probably not your body failing, it's the approach. When you take the right vitamins at the wrong time, it's like giving the right key to the wrong lock. It just doesn't fit. But when you align your intake with your body's natural rhythm, everything clicks. The goal isn't to overwhelm your system, it's to work with it. To understand that vitamins are tools, not magic bullets. The real transformation comes when you respect the timing, the balance, and the purpose of each one. That's how you stop wasting your supplements and start turning them into fuel for renewal every single night. Finally, let's bring it all together with something simple yet deeply powerful. A nightly routine that can change the way your body rebuilds itself. You don't need complicated systems, expensive supplements, fancy rituals. What your body truly needs is rhythm, consistency, and nourishment. When you give it those three things, it responds with strength, clarity, and energy that you can feel from the moment you wake up. Imagine this: it's the end of your day. You've dimmed the lights, you're winding down, and your body is preparing for rest. This is your window, the time when your internal repair system is ready to go to work. Here's where the magic happens. You take a small, consistent dose of vitamin D, magnesium, vitamin C, and vitamin B12 about 30 to 45 minutes before bed, ideally with a light snack, something simple like a few nuts, a bit of yogurt, or a banana. You're not just taking vitamins, You're giving your body building blocks for repair. Then you do something most people forget. You slow down. Maybe it's deep breathing. Maybe it's gratitude. Maybe it's simply sitting in silence for a few minutes. This tells your body it's time to rest because recovery isn't just physical, it's hormonal, emotional, and mental. Stress hormones drop, your heart rate slows, and your body switches from alertness to healing. As you fall asleep, each of these nutrients starts playing its role. Vitamin D begins directing muscle building signals, helping restore strength and coordination. Magnesium relaxes your muscles and nerves, easing tension so your body can enter deep sleep. Vitamin C fuels collagen production, patching up the micro tears that form in your muscles every day. And vitamin B12 energizes your cells, giving them the oxygen and nutrients they need to rebuild efficiently. By the time morning comes, something subtle but powerful has happened. You've healed, not just rested, not just slept, but repaired. Over time, this nightly pattern compounds. Your muscles feel firmer, your sleep feels deeper, your energy feels cleaner. You're not fighting your age, you're fueling your biology. And here's the most encouraging part: you don't need to be young to benefit from this. Whether you're 40, 60, 90, the body always listens to consistency. Every night that you honor this process, you're teaching your body to rebuild itself a little better than the night before. So make this your quiet commitment. Before you sleep, give your body what it needs. Create an environment of calm, gratitude, and nourishment. These 4 vitamins are simple, but together, they activate something extraordinary: your body's natural power to renew. Because every day you wake up stronger than the day before isn't a miracle. It's biology doing what it was designed to do. You just have to give it the chance.